Star Wars Squadrons gameplay trailer. What's up, Reject Nation? Excited to check this out, guys. I actually started up the story mode of Battlefront 2 this week and simultaneously hopping around from that to Jedi Fallen Order. I'm more into Jedi Fallen Order right now. I'm almost done with that. I'm like halfway through, if I'm being honest. As I'm catching up on some Star Wars games, let's watch the gameplay trailer for Squadrons. I love the trailer we got earlier this week. Let's see what's in store with this EA event going on.
Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum!
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Earn your wings in a single-player story spanning two factions.
All stations! Fire on that ship!
And master multiplayer battles as a squadron of 5.
Nice.
With the option to play the entire game in VR.
Oh!
Yeah, that was coming. That's what this is for.
VR! Oh, snap. I mean, I know we knew that, but I forgot about that.
Welcome to Titan.
Where you'll play as two combat pilots.
All the people of color in the Empire.
Empire and the New Republic.
Case Cassandra?
You'll experience this world through your cockpit. The instrumentation in front of you provides critical feedback about power management, targeting, and shields. With a squadron of diverse characters at your side,
Ethnically diverse characters.
Challenging missions.
This looks epic, man.
Vanguard, welcome to the Nadiri dockyard.
One of my spies has linked the attacks with the New Republic Starhawk project.
The story of the two pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready!
Let him have it. To take the fight online, you'll need flight time with all 8 ships. Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation. Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable.
Let's get them.
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind of fun!
Support ships can keep allies safe and stocked up.
That's
as
what
well
we
as
really want to be.
disrupting enemy fighters.
Light 'em up! Nice!
Bombers are the heavy hitters, able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships and starfighters.
If you've got a preferred component and need something customized, I'll take care of it.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot
Empire's
and
got
starfighters
class.
simply by playing the game. From cosmetics to an arsenal of components that alter how your ships fly, fight, and survive.
They're on you!
I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically change your
Wow.
loadout depending on
Do a
your
barrel roll.
strategy.
Finally got him.
This will be critical in Star Wars Squadrons multiplayer modes. First up, dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle.
Vanguard 5, that was the best!
Fine-tune your loadouts to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
Rebels are marked.
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode, Fleet Battles. Fleet Battles are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or with friends,
Solo!
compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
Don't worry, I got him for you.
Meet your team in the
Squadron
social
of 5,
hub
I love
to
that show.
solidify strategy, coordinate loadouts, and prepare for takeoff.
Get file complaints from HR for sexual harassment.
You know that's happened to the Empire.
Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
We've lost our capital ships.
And finally, The ultimate goal: target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship and take it down.
Shields are disabled.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to defend.
Keep our flagship safe.
It's your squadron's choice of how to play. Speedy, unrelenting assaults.
Stay together, strike quickly.
Wow, the
Stealth,
attention to
conversion.
detail, my goodness.
Can't spot you.
Or brutal bombardment.
That ship is vulnerable. Take your shot.
Oh, and VR.
Yeah, don't throw up.
A unified squadron is the key to victory.
Making my attack run now. Let's make this count.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Join the galaxy's finest and make your mark.
And it will be better than Battlefront 2. Wow.
Beautiful.
Really is continue. Rogue Squadrons, right? Was the other one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
back in the Dia.
Gosh.
Rogue Squadron.
Getting
man.
seeing a lot of those vibes. But updated for our timeline.
Oh, yeah. And for those who don't just want to play on the light side.
Yeah. I don't really do online gaming unless I'm like with my friends in the room. All right, I'm the last person you want me to.
Unless I don't need to be on.
Yeah, I like the games where I can just get involved in the story. Like I always choose the campaign modes and stuff. I'm never really doing like this is the kind of game where I'm like, oh, for online though, yeah, this is the ultimate way to do it. You will not want me on your team. All right, everyone's gonna want to do strategy, and I'm not gonna listen. I'm just gonna want to flip and spin. I'm not gonna really give two craps about what anyone else wants to do.
Oh, see, I'm sitting here going, everyone's just going to choose the fighter class and nix all the other ones.
Well, it says you can strategize before going into the match, right?
Yeah, it's-
there's like some nugget in there that said that.
Yeah, which sounds awesome and smart, and then makes me wonder about, like, I guess you could strategize against your friends, but can you strategize against the computer?
It looks incredible. Like
yeah.
it's so detailed. It feels like it's just an assault on steroids, man. It is it's so extreme. I suck at the flight in all these games, but I love playing them. That's why I play by myself.
This weirdly reminded me of like a more manageable version of that giant flight simulator game they have at arcades that's Star Wars with the big pod
Yeah.
on the front, which is like you'll just crash immediately a lot of the time because the controls are so sensitive. That experience is like almost to the point of having like a full-on VR, and like that, especially going forward, not just this video game, but like this is really accentuating how amazing that looks like it's gonna be.
Well, to be in the cockpit in a VR situation for a Star Wars game sounds like a fantasy come to life, you know? So, like, that in and of itself just sounds worthy of at least going to a friend's house and asking if you could borrow his VR while you're there to try out the Star Wars Squadrons game.
Yeah, man. And then buy a haptic suit so you can feel it every time you get hit.
Yeah, that'd be great. This looks like it's gonna deliver. A big part of with Battlefront 2 was the disappointment of, I mean, a lot of things involving the gameplay aspect of it. Like I said, I'm always the guy who wants to play for like the story mode. And they said here that there's a story mode, right? Yeah, that sounds like what I'd be buying the game for, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what kind of drew me further in, was I saw this from the outside and went, ooh, is this going to be mostly one of those games that prioritizes online multiplayer and doesn't really have much if you just want to explore the
Right.
world on your own, or you don't have friends to play with?
These kind of games, the online experience of battling each other,
Yeah.
which where it's all gonna, where the joy and the long-lasting power of a game like this will come from. I can't recall the last. I think it was Rogue Squadrons, right? Was the last time it was just dogfighting? You're just the whole thing is mainly space battles.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what's so cool about it. It's space battles come to life in the most lived-in, fully realized experience you could get within the Star Wars universe.
Now, if they could just do that for Star Fox.
But is it all first-person point of view, or can you step out of the POV?
That's a good question, and I don't know if there's a big difference in
feel like
terms
it'd be
of.
harder.
Yeah, I mean, it might, especially in VR. But I wonder if there's maybe some kind of difference in a VR version on if there's a different version that necessitates that or not. But I mean, it certainly looks like it's very first-person oriented, and I think especially if they do want to lean heavily on the VR aspect,
Sure.
they probably would keep everything first-person. I mean, third-person shooter is equally tried and true. And this also looks like it's something that would lend itself to like a lot of cool DLC, because the thing about this trailer specifically is it's mostly like space and space debris, but Star Wars is also, you know, partly beloved for its breadth of worlds and different types of places.
How great would it be if you could pilot a Star Destroyer, though, huh?
But that's the thing, is like a game like this, opens you up to every possibility, all sorts of DLC, and I hope that they can bring more worlds or, you know, different places for you to, you know, check out within the universe. It seems really cool to get to explore, even though that's not what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
But just like any game that's gonna put you, especially in a VR capacity, right into the Star Wars world, like I want to see as many places as I can.
Okay, so you got your two main characters here, Case Cassandra, Imperial pilot, and the Rebel pilot, Rao High Moon. This is where we get the diversity we've wanted.
Yeah.
Right here. With
Yes.
These two in a video game. Yeah.
Black lady pilot versus an Asian man pilot.
Oh, man.
Wow!
Everything I've wanted.
There is diversity in the universe. I did find it funny that of all the shots of humans we get in here, more of the people of color are in the Empire.
Yeah.
I felt kind of strange about that.
Don't feel strange,
It
John.
makes sense, though, when you can think
Don't
about
let that white guilt get to you.
this is all I'm going to play this game with. It's just my white guilt fueling the entire experience. Be like some kind of weird reverse racist white knight.
Well, this looks like it's going to live up to the hype, man. I feel like people will be more satisfied with the gameplay here than they were with Battlefront 2. I'm sure EA is factoring in that backlash experience as well. Guys, what did you think of it? Leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click the notification bell. Get no phone. We got video up. Last but not least, Daniel Gallagher. You know who's really become a squadron that has gone rogue?
Oh!
It's Daniel Gallagher.
DG.
This guy used to love chatting with me in messages on Patreon all the time. Now, I am assuming he has joined the Imperials. Tyrone Magnus's Patreon page. You son of a bee. Why can't you pledge to both of us? It's not fair.
Yeah, be a rebel and an Imperial officer simultaneously.
And
Why
in
choose?
this scenario, we're the rebels.
Yeah.
Because we're the underdogs compared to Tyrone. But Daniel, man, I hope you're doing well. I don't recall if you're actually a gamer or not.
Well, there's a medical option in here, being that he's in the pharmaceutical game. You could bring that expertise to your team.
And maybe I would know if you're a gamer if you would still chat with me. Instead of pledging to Semblance of Reality's page.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I hope you're doing well in Scotland. They filmed the Batman there. You should be happy. I meant Semblance of Sanity.